Good afternoon, YouTube's man, always George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Combat Sports Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, folks, I don't get to talk about wrestling too much because I don't watch like I used to. It's just I don't know. I grew up in the good part of the '80s and the '90s. You had the Attitude Era of WWE. You had WCW and other organizations. But if I do watch wrestling, most times on YouTube. And, I don't really watch the big promotions that often. I would say not at all. But anyway, I'm a fan of certain ladies who wrestle these promotions, when particularly is Jordyn Grace. And just last night, as you know, TNA is now, Impact's now TNA. They switched names this first of this year. And she fought against Trinity, who you remember was Naomi back in WWE, for the knockout for TNA's knockout title, and you saw Jordyn won. And I will say congratulations to Jordyn Grace. I mean, it was I didn't see the pay per view, but I know this was a big fight. Jordyn was been a champion several times. She also held other titles when it was Impact, but now TNA is no longer Impact anymore, and now this is for the TNA title. And she lost the title not that long ago. It was last year when she lost it to Mickie James. And some say it was controversial loss. I mean, at one point there's a video out there where actually Nikki was tapping out and was getting tapped out. And because they were going with her, she was the champion. And then she fought for the held title for a good while, but then she eventually had to give it up. I think it was some medical issue, something came up. And then, as you know, at that time, Jordyn was doing bodybuilding. She even won as a novice and placed well in women's physique. She's qualified for nationals, which means she can probably turn a pro. But like I said, she's focused on wrestling. That's been a career. Next, she had a match against one of the biggest rivals, and that is Deonna Purrazzo. And Deonna, she became a champion after she beat Jordyn for the title, because, Mickie James gave her the title. And next thing you know, here comes Naomi, a.k.a. now Trinity. And she was, getting the big push because, any former WWE wrestler gets the big push when they go to some of these organizations, especially like AEW or WWE or Impact at the time. And, there was a lot of attention to her. She was going to fight for the title against Deonna. And she beat Deonna. And she became the new women's knockout champion. And that was Slammiversary. And that was last year when that happened. And, Jordyn at the time, she was like in kind of a limbo. She wasn't sure she was going to stay at the company. There was contract issues. And Jordyn also, she does a lot of wrestling for a lot of independents, here and there. And then Deonna, she just recently got signed to AEW after her last match with Impact. She went over to AEW. Now that's where she's at. And now, since now Deonna, one of the biggest stars, is gone, Jordyn got the push. And she was getting the next title shot. And she defeated Naomi with her famous Grace Bomber, the power bomb she does. And then it was over, So now Jordyn Grace has regained the knockout championship. So what's the big thing about Naomi? Well, let's talk that Naomi might be going back to WWE. And at the event, a couple of her old buddies from WWE days are there. You had, Mercedes, remember Sasha Banks, and also, what's the face? Bailey. They were there. They're all friends. They're still friends. Even though they're not wrestling the same organization, but they're still friends. So there's a good chance that, her husband's still over there. She's married to Jimmy Uso. So, there's a chance that she might go back over to WWE. And there's also talk that Sasha Banks might come back too. And then also there was during the pay-per-view at Hard to Kill, there was a contract signed between Impact, well now TNA, and AAA Wrestling, which is a Mexican organization, which is La Luchadores. So possibly there might be some crossovers. So you have here a Sexy Star. Remember, she's a wrestler with Luchador Underground back in the day. So there's a good chance you might be seeing some of the Luchador wrestlers crossing over into Impact. That might help out the ratings too, especially back and forth between two different companies. That does help. So, and also, Jordyn, she's still into fitness and bodybuilding. There's a good chance that, I don't know, maybe this year she might decide to maybe try to compete and get her pro card. I don't know. And she knows she really likes wrestling. She enjoys it. But you know what? She likes bodybuilding too. And I know people get a lot of guff because of the fact that she likes to lift the weights and she's getting bigger and she's changed her look over the years. But like I said, I'm a fan of Jordyn Grace. I think, it'd be great to see, like I said, there's quite a few wrestlers who had a past in bodybuilding, competed, even some came pro. But like I said, I think I said again, Jordyn is a fan of wrestling. She's always been a wrestler, and that's her thing. But she might eventually just dip back into bodybuilding, especially if she loses the title again to somebody else. Now with chances with the I saw a couple of WWE wrestlers come over there. I saw that Dolph Ziggler was there when he attacked Moose. And then there's another female wrestler just got popped up over there. She goes by a new name now. I don't know who she was because, like I said, I just kind of stopped following wrestling after a certain point. And I don't know who's new over there now, who's old now anymore. But like I said, Jordyn, congratulations to winning your title back. And like I said, I'm a fan of Jordyn Grace. I think she's a great female wrestler and great representation of the generation. She's just, like I said, just 27 years old and been wrestling since she was a teenager. So like I said, congratulations to Jordyn Grace. Congratulations also to Trinity or going back to Naomi or whatever else. And wish the best of luck in the future to all these ladies in the world of wrestling. Anyway, this is Man Always Joe's page, a.k.a. the Emperor of Female Combat Sports Talk. Don't like, subscribe. I'm out.